During the Superior Spider-Man storyline, one of Peter Parker's greatest enemies took control over not only his body, but his entire life and heroic deeds, for better or for worse. The story picks up after a little scuffle between Spider-Man, who was being controlled by Doc Ock, and Agent Venom, Flash Thompson. After the battle, Agent Venom barely gets away from being defeated. Octavius telling some of his spider goons to now scour the city looking for him, thinking he got away. Until, that is, Flash Thompson shows up right on Peter's doorstep, right into the hero's lap. You see, Peter now owns his own company, Parker Industries. In that said company, he's developing a nanotech cybernetic limb replacement machine. But not wanting to miss his gift of an opportunity that just landed in his lap, he guilt-tripped Flash, who was a crippled veteran, into being the first human trial, explaining, "Flash, if this works, I can immediately begin helping other amputees." Which Flash begrudgingly agrees to, as no way can he deny, as he himself is a physically disabled wheelchair-bound vet. All unknowingly to him, Peter, or should I say Octavius, didn't mean any of it. All he wanted to do was use a machine to separate Flash from the symbiote for containment, which he is actually successful at doing, at first. But as it turns out, the symbiote has gotten stronger the last time they've encountered it, and it quite easily breaks out of its containment, ignoring Flash completely and rushing straight towards Spider-Man, creating for the first time ever a superior Venom. Now, as a superior Venom, it immediately takes out Flash Thompson and the people helping him in the procedure, and makes a run for it, saying how only a superior will and intellect can control such a beast, such as a symbiote. And wanting to prove it, he goes on a little crime-fighting spree, albeit a little more brutal than usual. But Octavius's deeds don't go unnoticed, for better or for worse, which leads the Avengers to notice something not right is afoot, and set out to either talk some sense into Spider-Man or bring him down. So while on another one of his crime-fighting missions, this superior Venom finds himself fighting against a team that has a minor villain with fire-based weapons, and seeing how, the symbiote doesn't take kindly to fire, decides to try and put him down for good. That is, right before he is able to, his spider sense goes off, and behold, the Avengers show up to try and see what is up with their fellow member and hero. But Venom doesn't want to hear any of it, and he wants all the heat. He immediately jumps forward and battles the Avengers all by himself. And keep in mind, this is a team that consists of Spider-Woman, Wolverine, Thor, Captain America, and Black Widow. And after fighting for a bit, Thor, who I must admit is severely underpowered here, winds up a giant lightning blast. Venom senses it and redirects it to hit the other Avengers present, then proceeding to rush and knock Thor down with a strong right hook. But just as he did that, Spider-Woman and the rest of the Avengers start attacking him again. So superior Venom decides to call in his spider army and spider mechs to come down and steamroll the battle. Now the real fight breaks out with all-out war. And with the Avengers now on the back foot, as his army starts bringing in full force, Captain America decides to put out a call for all nearby Avengers to come and help, which Iron Man is nearby and receives the call, but Cap tells him no. Venom is now with Spider-Man. That means the previous host, Flash Thompson, doesn't have it, and finding out how and why might be what they need to now bring down the superior beast. So Iron Man rockets off, and he picks up a recent 911 call involving Flash Thompson, when Venom attacked him and broke out of Parker Industries earlier. Cutting back over to the battle, we see the Avengers starting to clean up Spider-Man's army. So Spider-Woman decides to try and reason with superior Venom using her pheromones, but he isn't having any of it, and spins around and knocks her out cold. Captain America drops his shield to run over to try and catch her from falling, and Venom, using this opportunity, stealthily grabs his shield and throws it full force at a charging Thor. But then out of nowhere, we see Tony Stark himself, bare with no suit, just walk up onto the battlefield. Just as Spider-Man starts to question this, we see his armor sneak up behind him and deck him in the back of the head. And we find out it's Flash Thompson himself in the suit, as Tony's plan was to use Flash to get the symbiote to leave Peter and go back to him as he can control it. But as we see Flash try to get it out of him and go back to him, the symbiote refuses, saying he is better, faster, stronger, and superior to Spider-Man. But at this point, Otto can really see what's going on. With all of his ego and intelligence, he was blind to the fact that the symbiote was influencing him, slowly taking him over, asserting its dominance over him. Otto has had enough now, and tries to cast the symbiote off of him, but he is unable to. Well, that is until we see the original real Peter Parker, still in the back reaches of his mind, locked away, but now up in center, using his willpower as well to cast the symbiote off. This time, they are successful, leaving the symbiote to crawl back to Flash Thompson, finally ending this battle against the Earth's mightiest heroes, and leaving Octavius to try and explain what's going on.